Hello. All right. Let me just do a quick check here. Make sure that everything is showing up properly. I think it is. Okay, cool. Hey, everybody. So, I, okay, I'm just making sure my audio is coming through. I did a short video earlier just on Facebook talking about, first of all, I want to say thank you to everyone who shares my videos again. Rodney, my man, Rodney, thank you so much, man. You are such a blessing. But I just wanted to say, I did a video earlier today, and I just wanted to say thank you again. Thank you so much for being in my corner. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for helping me get where I am right now. And I can't express it enough. Where's Mike? Thank you so much. You are a blessing as well. Janice, thank you so much. I'm looking at Facebook stars for those of you on YouTube right now and Rumble. Kathy, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for the blessings again. So I wanted to come on here and share this experience that I had with this police officer in San Antonio, Texas yesterday. Now, let me be clear about something. Pam, thank you so much for the stars. Let me be clear about something. I'm going to support the men and women in blue. Just because I had a run in with one woke cop doesn't mean that all police officers are like this. Doesn't mean that all police officers have ill intentions for us as American citizens. Not all of them. Sadly, they're just human beings. Alex, thank you so much for the star. Sadly, they're just people, right? They're just people. They are not robots. I would rather have people that make mistakes. We all make mistakes, than have a robot come in and then we have to take orders from a robot, because then it becomes a whole different scenario. But I went to this event yesterday for our southern border, and this young man that he has this group on Twitter, or he has a account on Twitter. After Beyond the Mask is what he calls his show, his network, and Beyond the Mask. And I want he invited me to come speak at his event. So I did. I spoke, but I'm not going to show you any of that. I'm just going to show you the part where what I like to do, what I'm constantly telling everyone. I like to go and engage. I like to go talk to the people. The people on the other side of the aisle. I want to have a conversation with them. For me, it's more of a lively conversation. Not that having conversation with conservative, Republican, Christians is not lively, but when I go talk to the other people, it becomes a different type of conversation. So let me just get on with it. I'm going to share the video with you where this interaction, what I had with this police officer. But before I get to that, and if you're watching this on replay, right now we're live. But if you're watching this on replay and you don't want to see some of the other stuff that I'm going to share with you in this video, what led up to this police officer, and you know what? Again, I will always support the men and women in blue. I even support the FBI. There's good men and women at the FBI. Not all of them are corrupt. It's just the corrupt ones give all the rest of them a bad name. Same thing when it comes to police officers. So I'm going to support men and women in blue. I don't know how many times I got to stress that, because when I show you this video, you're going to listen to it. And I'm going to tell you in this video, you'll see. You'll just see. But there's going to be some other stuff that's going to take place when I go over and I go on my element, because I want to have conversation with those on the other side. Okay, so I just wanted to say that briefly before I get started here. So if you don't mind, please go ahead and share this video. No matter how you're watching this, please share this video, because people need to see what's happening on our southern border and how they're literally getting rid of our sovereignty. And you have police officers that look like they're involved in it. I know they're there to keep the peace, but what this police officer does, blatantly harassing me, says something else. Okay, here it is. Watch this.
What we're fighting for right now is right and wrong, not legal, because legal has never worked for us in this country. It's always been against any legislation, has always tried to hold us down, and we're done with that. What I want to see change is true representation of this country. If we're 60% or 50% of the population, that should be represented across the board in all government. That's what we want. True representation.
So would we say trying to do something legally to make those changes be the right way, or just do it illegally because you're not getting what you want?
Well, legally, is legal fair? I guess the question would be, is that legal law fair? Because I would say things should be done fairly, humanely, whether it's legal or not. Because illegal sometimes means right. In this country now,
could you give me an example how illegal would mean right?
Well, the same way they're legally have militarized border, right? But that's not. It's wrong. It's not legally they're okay, right? That's what they're saying.
No, but give me an example how you can do something illegally that would be right, considered right.
I guess I would go back to their own history when they start their revolution. Was it illegal in the eyes of the British?
Okay, but
was it illegal in the eyes of the British?
I hear what you're saying, but
so it was right.
We're in the year 2023. At what point do we start doing
the year 2023?
Do we still continue doing illegal things?
When did abortion get taken out? Last year?
Yes.
So what does 2023 matter if they roll back rights that people have had for 50 years?
So abortion, if we're going to talk about abortion is...
We're talking about legality.
But it wasn't for the Supreme Court to rule. And actually, they didn't do away with abortion. All they did was put it back to the states.
They did away with the protection of it. And they allowed these states to abuse like they always have. Like the Jim Crow did. The states have always abused us, especially in the Southwest. Legally, they have always abused us.
So again, but they didn't do away with abortion. They only put it back to the states, so where people in the states can vote for it or not vote for it.
Oh, you talking about the voter, like voter suppression?
No.
Voter intimidation? Is that right? Our access to voting polls?
Who doesn't have access to vote?
The voting stations they've closed down in the college campuses. The voting stations they've closed down in our communities where we already had 8 to 10 hour waits. Those voting stations, that access
How is that
voting,
voter suppression?
How is it not?
You get the vote, you should show up early.
Oh, really? Show up earlier than 10 hours?
Yes.
And why only in our community?
It's not just in your community. It's everywhere.
No, it's not.
When I went and voted, I had to wait hours.
No, it's not. So are you playing devil's advocate, or are you on their side?
No, I'm just telling you I'm telling you the truth. When I went and voted, I had to wait hours. So I'm trying to understand your point of view when it comes to that.
Is that the same way?
How was that voter suppression? Because I had to wait. There was white people in front of me. They had to wait. There was white people behind me. They had to wait. I'm just asking where did voter suppression come in?
What I told you, the voting stations have been closed, right? The hours that we already had to wait extended. The voting places they closed in our community.
Well, you live in San Antonio?
Do you?
No, I don't. I'm here reporting. I don't live in San Antonio.
Well, I'm here protesting.
Okay, San Antonio is a Democrat-ran city. So if the polls are being closed, who's at fault at it?
What makes you think
if the polls
I'm
are
on the
closed,
Democratic side?
Huh?
What makes you think I'm a Democrat?
No, what I said was
What's that got to do with it then?
San Antonio is a Democrat-ran city.
And what does that have
and
to
if
do
the
with
polls are being closed in a Democrat-ran city, who's at fault?
They're being closed across the state.
Who's doing the voter suppression then?
They're being closed across the state.
So it's across the state now.
It's always been across the state.
So when you have polls that are open,
states, and now you're talking about the city. So which one are we talking about?
I gave San Antonio as an example. San Antonio, as a city,
so did I.
They're closing them. And if you go look at
as an example,
and if you go look at the study of it,
and how about the gerrymandering?
Where the polls are being...
How about the gerrymandering that just happened?
Okay.
Is that not voter suppression?
Where the polls...
Is that not voter suppression? Has that not been challenged? Has that not been challenged? Has that not been challenged?
I'm going to answer it.
Has it been challenged?
I'm going to answer it.
Answer that one.
I'm going to answer it.
Has it been challenged? The gerrymandering, has it been challenged on racial inequality?
Wait a minute.
Has it been challenged?
All of the places...
Has the Texas
Let me just finish. I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it.
I'm doing you a favor by answering, so answer my question.
I'm going to answer it for you.
You answer mine. I don't answer yours.
Okay, I'm going to answer your question. All of the locations that have the polls been closed have been in Democrat-ran cities.
How about the gerrymandering?
Give me an example where gerrymandering has taken place.
Across the state, dude?
Give me an example. Where? Give me an example.
District 5.
Okay, what happened?
What
happened?
What's up, Regina?
Are you here? Who are you, man?
Oh, man, we're having a good conversation here.
You could go.
If he's wasting your time,
yeah. Go on,
you're
man.
wasting your time.
Go on. Get out of here, man. Or go somewhere
We're having a conversation. We're having a civil conversation.
You baiting.
I'm baiting?
Yeah.
You have an opportunity to get your message out.
Ain't no
Here it is for you to do it, but you don't want to do it. Right. I'm not twisting anything.
You're twisting and combating it.
I just stated facts.
I stated facts.
All of these polls that you were talking about are being closed in Democrat cities. Will you acknowledge that? Will you acknowledge that at least? At least acknowledge that.
Why would I acknowledge that?
Why wouldn't you? You're not a Democrat, are you?
Why would you acknowledge? Why would you acknowledge what I'm saying?
You're not a Democrat, are you?
Why would you acknowledge what I'm saying?
I am. You're not a Democrat, right?
Has the gerrymandering been challenged? The gerrymandering in Texas by the Republicans, has it been challenged in court? On what basis?
Okay. I'm not sure what's going on, but my system just froze up from me playing that. I don't know how long y'all gonna. I'm rebooting it right now to have it come right back up. I'm not. It's really weird. This has never happened. I don't know why it froze up. It's not. Your feed is fine. I'm looking at it. Your feed is fine, but for some reason my system. Hold on one second. That's pretty wild. So it's about to get. Oh my goodness! I can't believe this is happening. Right? I mean, is it still showing it? Okay, yeah, it's back up. So I'm not sure why all of a sudden my system decided to freeze up like that. And I'm sitting there looking at him like, wait a minute, it froze up. I'm like, what's going on? I was thinking that it was the feed. And I'm sitting there going back and forth, but it's actually my system. And I'm not sure why I did that. Here, you know what? I think I might have another way I can do this without having to wait for it or depend on that again. Here, hold on a second. I have a workaround. No, I'm gonna wait because there's a part in this I want to freeze it and I want to stop it. Not freeze it. I want to stop it and make sure everyone understands what's happening in the contents of it. So hold on. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Man, this is wild. You know what? Since I've been doing these videos, if something's going to happen, if something's going to go wrong, I'll find it. It'll happen when I'm doing something. So I had everything set up. It was going. And then all of a sudden, I'm not sure why I did, but we're going to recover here because I want y'all to see this police officer. And he deliberately comes up harassing me. And I told him, I said, you're harassing me. And he goes, yes. He said, mm-hmm. He goes like this. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Okay, hold on one second. It's just about there. Hold on. Okay. Maybe we'll get it back here. Hold on. Almost there.
Is that right? Our access to voting polls?
Who doesn't have access to vote?
The voting stations they've closed down in the college campuses. The voting stations they've closed down in our communities where we already had 8 to 10 hour waits. Those voting stations.
All of the places. Let me just finish. I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it.
I'm doing you a favor by answering. So answer my question.
I'm going to answer it for you.
You answer mine. I don't answer yours.
Okay, I'm going to answer your question. All of the locations that have the polls been closed have been in Democrat-ran cities.
How about the gerrymandering?
Give me an example where gerrymandering has taken place.
Across the state, dude?
Give me an example. Where? Give me an example.
District 5.
Okay, what happened? What happened?
What's up, Regina?
Why are you here? Who are you, man?
Oh, man, we're having a good conversation here.
You could go.
He's wasting your time.
Yeah, go on.
You're wasting your time.
Go on, get out of here, man. Or go somewhere
we're having a conversation. We're having a civil conversation.
You baiting.
Okay. Okay, let me stop it real quick. So I don't know if y'all can see it, but the police officer, let me go ahead and put it back on the screen. The police officer that is right, he walked up when I was having a conversation with this guy, and y'all notice that I wasn't yelling at him, I wasn't cursing at him. Where I was having a conversation with him, and he's just making up stuff, saying stuff, regurgitating all the same stuff, the same nonsense that they constantly hear, they constantly be talking about. And the cop that you see right there, he's the one that came up and started harassing me. And he's gonna just watch, because it's getting ready to get to one of the points where he's harassing me. But it goes on a little bit on. I'm just gonna let it play. But then it goes to another part where I kind of let him have it. But watch. Hopefully it won't freeze again. I do apologize for that.
I'm baiting?
Yeah.
You have an opportunity to get your message out. Here it is for you to do it, but you don't want to do it. Right. I'm not twisting anything.
You're twisting and combating it.
I just stated facts.
I stated facts.
I stated facts. All of these polls that you were talking about are being closed in Democrat cities. Will you acknowledge that? Will you acknowledge that at least? At least. Acknowledge that.
Why would I acknowledge that?
Why wouldn't you? You're not a Democrat, are you?
Why would you acknowledge what I'm saying?
You're not a Democrat, are you?
Why would you acknowledge what I'm saying?
I am. You're not a Democrat, right?
Has the gerrymandering been challenged? The gerrymandering in Texas by the Republicans, has it been challenged in court? On what basis? On what basis?
If it's happening, then they'll challenge it.
So you don't know?
Give me an example.
So you don't know?
Give me an example. I
How
don't
are
know.
you an
I'm
expert
asking
you don't know?
I'm asking. I'm guessing you.
Like I said, I'm going to go for you guys, man.
So I'm right here. I'm trying to ask a civil question here. Hey, be careful. You're in the street. They'll get you for being in the street. I'm just telling you. So I'm just trying to have a conversation. We were having a civil conversation just a second ago. And then the security guard walked up, and all of a sudden he shut down his conversation with me. He no longer wanted to talk with me. So I don't understand why this is going on. So I don't understand.
Freedom, that's what I like. A free America, not socialist communism. That's
okay, so
So let me be clear about something. Man, I'm having technical difficulties. Think about this. If he's talking about the gerrymandering, and it says this, I did a short Google search on this. Because, I've heard about it, but I wasn't familiar with it here in the state of Texas. But this is what it says if you do a simple Google search. It says many have criticized the maps that have passed a racial and partisan gerrymandering design to keep Republicans in power and reduce the voting power of minorities. So I'm a minority. I'm a Republican. How is this reducing my voting power as a minority? It really doesn't. It goes on to say, it says news sources specifically note that both of the Texas new congressional districts were majority white despite, now listen to this. This is on Google. They said majority of them are white despite voters of color making up 95% of the state's growth. So if it's 95% of people of color, what they say, is making up 95%, how is it majority white? That doesn't make sense either. They're literally saying that because the Democrats want to restructure so that they can win, right? This is what they want to do. They want to restructure it so they can make more Democrat districts so they can win more of the state of Texas And Republicans are saying no to that. Thank God that they're saying no to that. Okay, I just wanted to talk about that, but watch this. Because when I walked back over there with the other group, this is the first interaction I had with this police officer. Watch.
If you come up, you're not Christian.
Huh?
You're not Christian.
I'm not. I'm indigenous.
You're indigenous? Yeah, you're not a Christian.
No.
You're indigenous.
Yeah.
This is a Christian nation.
No, it's not.
100%.
How is that supposed to be?
Where's the
separation of states?
Where's the law of the land?
Where's the separation then?
What's the law of the
Where's
land?
the separation?
What's the law of the land? The
Y'all
U.S.
never been
Constitution.
full. You're full of it, man.
The U.S. Constitution.
Fuera.
The U.S. Constitution. So,
And you can see right there, the police officer came over there and got him and pulled him back. Did y'all see that? The police officer got him and pulled him back and said, come back over here. I'm sitting there having a conversation with him. Why would the police officer go to him and tell him to stop talking to me? Watch. Now, here come the first interaction, the police officer with me.
look, again, as a reporter, I should be able to ask people civil questions. We should be able to have conversations without the conflict. How you doing, sir? Care to comment? Care to comment, sir? Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Hello, you care to tell me your story or why you out here?
No.
Why not? This is a perfect time for you to get your message out.
Are you with us?
I'm just here reporting, asking questions, asking tough questions. That's all I'm doing.
If you're not with us, we don't want you standing here.
I can stand here. Why can't I stand here?
We don't want to talk to you.
I mean, you don't have to talk to me. I'm not going to force you to talk to me. I'm just asking a civil conversation.
Why are you harassing me?
Who's harassing you? I'm asking you a question. Really? Show me the video how I'm harassing her.
She's telling you to leave her alone.
She's what?
She's telling, get that out of my face.
She's what?
Right now, get that out of my face.
She's what?
She wants you to leave her alone, and you're harassing her.
I'm not
You're
doing
getting in
anything.
my
I'm just
face.
asking questions.
You're getting
Yes, sir.
in my
You're
face.
putting that in people's
No, I'm not.
faces.
She
That's
put that
not
in my
right.
face. I get put it in her face.
No.
And here it comes. Here he comes. If you were watching, I didn't put it in her face. All I did was hold the microphone like this. So make sure that everyone can hear what she's saying. And she goes, don't put it in my face. Don't put it in my face. It's like this. It's not in her face. And I'm going to demonstrate how I put it in her face, because here comes this cop. This cop literally, just watch this. It really ticked me off that we have woke cops like this. And again, I support the men and women in blue, but I'm going to acknowledge that they're woke cops. Watch.
Stop.
No, it's
Stop.
not like that.
Stop.
No, you stop.
This is the microphone. This is the microphone. Don't.
Do not
My
put it
civil
in my
liberties.
face.
My civil liberties
not allow
give me the
me-
right
yeah.
to come out here and do freelance reporting.
That's right.
My civil liberty, the U.S. Constitution, freedom of the press.
That's right.
You cannot supersede the Constitution and prevent me from doing my
It
job.
tells you don't put it in their face.
Look,
They have their
if I put it like this, that's in their face. Right here is not in their face. Get it right. Leave me alone. Don't harass me. Now you're harassing me.
Did y'all see him? Did you see him right there? I said, now you're harassing me. He goes, yeah, so, right? He literally came to me to harass me. And look, when I go out, I'm always wanting to talk to everyone who disagrees with my point of view. I do it all the time. I never curse at anybody. I never call for violence for anybody. I want to have the conversations. I ask tough questions. I ask questions that they don't want to hear. And if you can't have conversations with people on questions that you don't want to hear, then where's the capacity of being able to communicate with one another? This is what's happened. This is the problem in our world today. People don't talk to each other without wanting to be angry. I mean, this is so crazy to me. And a lot of people send me messages, go, Will, I don't know how you can sit there and talk to them. I don't know how you can do it. I don't know how you can do it. All right, so I'm gonna let this play. And when it get close to the end of this, and I do apologize, that you'll see when I do apologize for the technical issues I've been having. But once you get to the end of this, you're going to see where I just pretty much let this cop have it because he just would not stop. So I'm trying not to stop the video between now and then. Okay? Enjoy.
Stop have got to go from Palestine.
So-
to Mexico. Border walls have got to go from Palestine
to Mexico.
So now we got Palestine.
Palestine to Mexico.
Now they're here talking about Palestine when, like, Palestine has something to do with our border, but it does because they know how crazy they are. This is what it's all about. Here's the true meaning. Here's the true purpose of being here. There's an invasion that's happening on our border. It's a total invasion that's taking place right now. Right now, we're in San Antonio, Texas, in the belly of the beast, where these people don't like me being here. I'm not cursing at anybody. I wasn't yelling at anybody. I was asking civil conversations. And they don't like the fact that I'm out there talking. And then the police officer, if it is a police officer, he come up here and I told him to stop harassing me. I said, "You're harassing me?" He said, "Yes, I'm harassing you." What does Palestine have to do with this?
No one is illegal. It's all in land.
Do you know the name of the river? From the river to the sea, what's the name of the river?
For sure. No one is illegal on stolen land.
So what's the name of the river?
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Who stole the land?
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Who stole the land?
Did you get that?
Who stole the land?
No one is illegal on stolen
Who
land.
stole the land? I know
okay.
I know the land's been conquered.
I got you.
I know the land's been conquered,
you.
but there's no been stolen. Where's
understand.
the stolen at?
Okay. No one is illegal on stolen land.
It's conquered land. And you know
another
what?
one?
You know. I'm happy the white man came here and conquered this land. You know that? I'm really happy. I'm happy that they did, because I have the freedoms to be here as an American citizen and talk to whoever I want. I have freedom to go. I'm not harassing anyone. You're over here talking. I get to say what I want to say. You get to say what you want to say. You have every right. You have every right.
Sergeant.
3134.
Everyone has the right.
Can we go over there? Everyone has a right to not be bombed in their own homes by my taxpayer money. I pay taxes.
Who's being bombed in their homes?
To be Gazans, dude.
Okay, so why didn't they get rid of the cockroaches when they knew they had a problem?
I don't get it.
Can you denounce Hamas?
Yeah.
Can you denounce Hamas?
Yeah, for sure.
Denounce Hamas for me.
Yeah, okay. No one is illegal on stolen land.
Denounce Hamas.
Yeah, no one is illegal on stolen land.
So he won't even denounce Hamas.
It's
You
not
see
illegal
this? He
to
won't
be
denounce
Palestinian.
Hamas,
It shouldn't be illegal.
right? He won't even denounce Hamas. There's no such place as Palestine.
Hamas. Okay.
There is no such thing as
Is there Hamas in
Palestine.
West Bank? Is there Hamas in West
Sure.
Bank? No one is
Sure.
illegal on stolen land.
Sure.
There's no fucking
Sure.
Hamas on West Bank, by the
Sure.
way.
Israel's always been there. Israel will always be there. I'm not heckling anybody. Do you even know what heckling is? When you're asking the question to people, you're having a conversation. There's a difference between talking to someone, trying to have a conversation, versus heckling somebody. I'm not even heckling anybody. Were you in D.C.?
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Did you burn any dumpsters in D.C. this weekend?
Yeah, no one is illegal on stolen
This past
land.
week?
Yeah, no one is illegal on stolen land. I did say that. Yeah, I did say that. No one is illegal on stolen land.
Yeah.
I thought I made it pretty clear.
Good thing there is no stolen land. I know conquered land. I know man has conquered land, just like they conquered this land, the United States of America. They've conquered other lands in this country.
Without you, bro.
They conquered other ones. So
No one's illegal on stolen land. Don't forget it.
so you can't say that you want freedoms when you want to take freedoms away from other people. You can't. Oh, sorry, excuse me, sorry. Is that Chavez?
He's trying to light on fire.
Is that Chavez?
Yo, he's trying to light our flag on fire. This arsonist right here is trying to light our flag on fire. If he lights our flag on fire, I'm gonna stand up myself.
Wow. So what just happened, the guy had a lighter, and he lit the lighter to burn the flag. But if it's an American flag, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You can burn the American flag in America, that's fine. But a communist flag or a Antifa flag or a BLM flag, that's considered hate speech. Or even a fake Palestinian flag, you can burn that. But the American flag, you can burn that. There's no issue. The police officers will allow you to burn American flag in America, but anything else, you can't do that. You can't do that. You see, you understand what I'm saying? They'll even move you away. They even move you away. You can't do that.
This guy's a sellout.
I got more stuff to sell.
This guy's a sellout.
I got more stuff to sell.
Yeah, you a sellout.
I got more to sell.
You a sellout.
I got more to sell.
You a sellout.
I got more to sell.
Go hang out with them white
Go,
folk, bro.
go to uniteamericafirst.com and you can buy more. I got more for you to sell there. I got more for you. uniteamericafirst.com.
They didn't cross the border.
It's amazing.
The border crossed them. They didn't cross the border. The border crossed them. They didn't cross the border. The border crossed them. They didn't cross the border. The border crossed them.
Wait a minute, I thought y'all didn't want borders. So wait a minute. First they said the border crossed them. They didn't cross the borders. But now they acknowledge borders. In the United States of America, well, I just wanted to come over and have a civil conversation with people. And they won't even have this conversation. Huh? Yeah. They were enslaved by the people that you support.
Legally.
They were enslaved by the people that you support. The white Democrats, let's get it right. The white Democrats, he said I'm so sorry. He said that my people were enslaved, and I said by white Democrats, the same people that he's supporting. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. They don't make a lick of sense.
You and all them white people make sense.
Huh?
Make you and all them white crackers make sense.
Because they believe in working hard, they believe in freedom, they believe in following the law. They believe in doing the right thing. But today, in today's world, that doesn't make sense.
Black Lives Matter too, though.
I'm against Black Lives Matter. You know what BLM means? Because Lucifer manipulates.
I could tell you against
because Lucifer manipulates. I told you I got more stuff to sell. I still got more t-shirts to sell. I still have more t-shirts to sell.
Yeah, you got a lot of bullshit to sell.
You don't want full of it, not me. Oh, come on, man. We can have a good conversation. I'm a what?
You a sellout.
I'm a what?
A sellout.
I'm a what? I'm a what?
Yeah, you heard
I'm a what? I'm a what? I mean, really? You should be able to have similar conversation. See, now, they're having a rally over there. I was talking to people. They were all having a civil conversation there. But I come over here, they can't even bring two sentences together to have a civil conversation. They chant nonsense. They keep saying the same thing over and over, like as if it has meaning about something, and it doesn't.
You're absolutely
It
right,
doesn't.
bro.
It doesn't.
You're
I know. I know I'm right. I know I'm right.
It's on fire.
I know I'm right.
This guy's on fire, man.
Right here.
Wow, this guy right here.
Yeah, right here, right here. At least he acknowledges it. At least he acknowledges it.
Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! Fuck Trump! Waste his ass!
So you like Joe Biden?
Man, it doesn't matter, dude. Anybody else better than Trump is better, okay?
How is Joe Biden better?
Yeah, I know what he's trying to do.
What am I doing?
He's provoking him.
I'm asking the question. You should be able to tell me. You should be able to tell me. Come on. Come on, man. You should be able to tell me. You should be able to tell me. I just want to have a civil conversation. I just want to talk. I just want to talk. He's been good. He's been good. Dude's been awesome. He's been talking to me. He's good. I mean, he's been really good. I mean, we can just have a conversation here.
Don't engage. Don't even say nothing.
What have I said that's been, what remark?
What are you freaking protesting about?
What? I'm not
What are you here
protesting.
for?
I'm here to have
To
conversation.
fight somebody's side, who's better, who's not?
No, I'm here to have
Whose
conversation.
side are you on?
I'm on the side of righteous.
Righteous.
you're not.
Yeah.
Instigating.
You're on the side of righteous. You'll be in the middle and telling them, stop them.
I was just over there with talking to them.
With us, because we're the ones that been hurt for years and thousands of years.
I mean,
Training for this for what, 10 years, what?
come talk to me. Come get your message out. Come get your message out. Come get your message out. You have an opportunity to get your message out. I mean, you're your own man. You don't need someone to tell you when to talk and when not to talk. You're your own man, right?
Yeah, I think I put my point to you, bro.
Okay. I mean, you're your own man. You're your own man. I mean, they keep telling you don't say anything. You're your own. I see you as your own man. They don't. I see you as your own man. They don't, because they keep telling you what to say and what not to say. Have you noticed that? Let me point that out. Let me point that out. Because they keep telling you not to talk, like you ain't your own man. Are you or are you not? I mean, let's just be real about it. If you can talk for yourself, talk for yourself. If you need someone to be your puppet master, then let me know.
What are you doing over here, dude?
Huh?
You're a fucking puppet.
I only came over here to conversate, and then you get upset because I'm having a conversation.
To come ask us
You're their puppet. That's why you're
Why?
doing it, bro. You're
I'm
talking about
just-
being a puppet. You're being manipulated by them.
I'm just asking
You
questions.
just cut your act.
It's your opportunity to get your message out. I mean, I don't understand. Here's the opportunity to get your message
We
out.
already talked to you. Go.
You haven't talked to me,
I don't need to go.
but you just said you already talked to me.
Go.
I don't have to go. I already went. Right? I get to be where I want to be. This is a free country. I haven't done anything wrong. All I'm doing is just talking. When you want to silence me, that's the problem. You want to silence people from having civil discourse, from having civil conversation. There's only one side that will actually burn something and want to physically harm somebody. Only one side is doing that.
You don't run shit. You don't run shit.
See, the problem, the communication is broken down. People don't have conversations with each other any longer. You can disagree. You can disagree with each other all the time, but we should be able to have civil conversation. That's the problem. We're humanity. Humanity should be able to talk to one another. But there's this great division that's taking place, not just with countries, but within the spiritual realm too. There's this great division that's taking place. For everyone that's watching right now, we are in San Antonio, Texas, where you have people on one side that are supporting America, and they say they're supporting the freedoms of America and want America to remain sovereign. But on this side, they don't want sovereignty here, and they don't want sovereignty on this side. They don't want America to even exist, apparently. They constantly say that there's no borders, no closed borders, but then they talk about that the border moved. So I'm kind of confused on when did the borders move if there was no borders, right? Right? What are you talking about? Right? So do we have borders or do we not have borders? Right? Right? You hear that, right? But then they say the borders moved. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. So again, I just want to have a civil conversation and you can't even do it.
He's with you.
He's with you. He's with you.
He's with you. He's with you. He's with you. He's with. Why we stop?
Yes, we disrespect the U.S. flag.
You want to burn it?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I don't have anything to say to you.
Why not?
I don't have anything to
Why, you want to burn the American flag?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Is it considered hate speech to burn the American flag?
I don't care what you think.
I'm asking you.
I'm
What
not
you
answering
think?
you. I'm not answering you. I don't care what you think.
So it's not hate speech to burn the American flag?
I don't care what you think. I don't care.
Is it hate speech to burn the gay
I don't
flag?
care what your opinion is. I don't care.
Wow, this is priceless. Huh?
We don't want you standing with us.
I can stand where I want to. You know that, right?
We don't
you
want
know
you.
that, right? I can stand where I want to, right? You do realize that, right? It's always the white liberal trying to tell someone black where they can stand and where they can't stand. Y'all see that? Right there, white liberal, white racist liberal trying to tell a black man where they can and can't stay. It's always liberalism. 100% always liberalism, always come into effect. Yeah, you know what? That's a really good point. This or Hamas. We don't want Hamas coming into the country. And that's exactly what we want. We want to stop the illegal immigration coming into the country so we don't have people like Hamas coming into the country. President Trump has even said that people are welcome to come into the country. Just come in legally. If I go to your home and I go to your window, you're going to be upset with me. But if I come to your front door and knock on it, you might welcome me. Not necessarily, you don't have to, but that's the point. You come in legally, you don't break the law, and you don't have to worry about looking over your shoulder. But for some reason, they want to make it completely possible, completely easy for people to break the law. That should not be happening, 100%. And we want to make sure the Palestinian Hamas terrorists don't come into the country. That's what we want. That's what we want. We don't want the pro-Hamas, you got the flag. We don't want the pro-Hamas Palestinian terrorists coming into our country because we know what they're all about. They're all about destruction. Why do you think Egypt won't take them? Why do you think Jordan won't take them? Why do you think Syria won't take them? Why do you think Iran won't take them? Because they know that they're all tyrants. There's a reason why they won't take them in. I mean, really? That's not an issue? You don't question that? Because they don't want Hamas, the Palestinian terrorists, in their country either. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. But for some reason, they can't figure that out. They can't figure that out. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out myself. But they won't have a conversation with me to tell me why. Anyone here support Hamas coming across the border? Anyone want to denounce Hamas? Anybody want to denounce Hamas? Here's your opportunity. We are in San Antonio, Texas. I came over here, had a civil conversation with people. They want to have a conversation. They don't want to talk to anybody. They can't even have a conversation. Every time I bring the fact up that I want to have a civil conversation to them, you hear them, listen to them. I don't know if you can hear them, but they don't want to talk. They don't want to talk. But that's what you get from people that they're not educated enough to understand what they're fighting against. Because now they're over here fighting for people breaking the law. They're literally doing that. We see them doing that. I'm just calling it out for what it is. If I couldn't call it out, I wouldn't be able to say it. But yet, here we are, and yet here they're doing it. But this is the United States of America. That's not going to change. As of right now, as of today, we have this little document called the U.S. Constitution where you can walk around freely and speak your mind. I wouldn't recommend calling for violence like they have been, but you know what? You can say whatever it is you want to say because that's what it means to be in America. That's what it means to be a United States American citizen, that you have freedoms. But we see a lot of those freedoms going away because they don't want us to have those freedoms. They want to take those freedoms away from us. And by allowing illegal immigration, by allowing the laws to be broken, we can see our country crumbling slowly by slowly. Our country is going away. We see it happening. If it wasn't happening, I wouldn't be standing here talking about it. I'd be talking about something else completely different. But yet it's happening. Can't make it up. Look, they're out here protesting against people that want their country to remain sovereign. Make that make sense. Think about it. Look exactly what's happening in our country right now. And it's not just here in San Antonio, Texas. It's happening everywhere. Have you been to Chirac? Have you been to Chirac? Chicago, the black people in Chicago are upset that they are a sanctuary city, and now they have this major problem of people coming into their city, and now they're taking up all the resources. The city is about to go bankrupt. Same thing with New York. Same thing with New York. And now New York is about to lose more police officers. They're about to lose more resources because of all the illegal immigration that's coming to the country. But yet, they don't have a problem with that because they are the problem. They're wanting to incite more crime, more drug infested, more sex trafficking of people in our country right now. It really is disturbing. I mean, if it wasn't disturbing, I wouldn't be able to say it. But yet it's happening. I mean, I haven't said anything that hasn't been true. Everything I said has been 100% true. And you know what? Every time I bring up the truth, they don't like to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. Why is that? Why don't they want to hear the truth? You know why? Because they have this great deception upon them. They believe doing the wrong thing is the right thing. This is the world that we live in today. These NGOs have controlled them, and it's really mainly the Democrat Party, along with the United Nations, the NGOs, this World Economic Forum that has convinced people to make this trek to the United States of America to look for free stuff. Why wouldn't they fight for their own home? Why wouldn't they fight for where they are? And see, all of these people that are out here right now, they're fighting to keep their home. They didn't fight for their homes. They left their homes. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. They left their homes to go fight for, to go take another home, and then they're talking about, oh my goodness, the borders have moved. Make it make sense. I will if you have a conversation with me. If you come have a conversation with me, I'll leave. You come have a conversation with me, I'll leave. You want me to be here? You see that? Right there. I put the invitation out. Come have a conversation and I'll leave. Really? So, what you want me to be like CNN? You want me to be like CNN? You want me? Okay, I'm gonna be like CNN. Okay, we're out of here right now. And we have people coming into the country, and they're here, and they want people.
Do you see? You see the police officer? Now watch. Here, now it gets really crazy with this police officer. If you haven't hit the share button as of yet, hit it now. If you haven't shared it into a group or something, hit it now. And please go ahead and tag police officers that you know. Let me be clear before you see this, because this is where it gets really crazy. I can talk to people all day long. Right? They can disagree with me all day long, and I'll laugh, and we can kid about it, and you can be angry with me, and I'll laugh about it still, right? We can have the conversation, the heated conversation. I'm not going to be upset because you don't think the way I do. I can care less, right? You're your own person. But when it comes to these police officers should be standing up for justice. They all took an oath, and it runs all through me when you have a police officer that is seeing crime taking place, and yet we're the targets, not the criminals. This is a problem in our world today. And just to be clear, I will always support the men and women in blue, but this is just a wake-up call for those of you that never have ever seen a woke cop. Now watch this police officer. He's going to be bouncing back and forth in front of my camera. You see him standing there right now. This is the same one earlier that was saying that I was putting the microphone in people's faces when I wasn't doing that. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. And also, if you haven't already, please hit the share button now.
People to believe that everything is fine. Now, hey, this police officer is getting in front of the camera on purpose. He's getting in front of the camera on purpose. You saw it. He's done it twice, actually 3 times. Why are you doing this, sir? I mean, seriously, did you not take an oath? Did you not take an oath? I mean, it says San Antonio Police. What am I missing here? It says San Antonio Police. You know, everybody on that side, they support the men and women in blue every single time. But then you have woke cops, which doesn't make a lick of sense. Why do we have woke cops? It's only the people on this side, the left, the Democrats, that actually find police officers sitting in their vehicles and shooting them. But you're going to get in front of my camera. Make that make sense. You have police officers throughout the country right now leaving the force because of what the Democrats are doing, but you're going to get in front of my camera. Make that make sense.
Yes, make that make sense. He's steady getting in front of my camera when he shouldn't be getting in front of my camera. Look at him. He's standing purposely right there in front of it. Why would he do that? I mean, is he a cop or is he an activist? This disturbed me so much. This disturbed me so much that he would do this. And I'm like, I don't understand why this police officer is standing in front of me while I'm just talking to people, wanting to have conversation with people. It highly, highly ticks me off that this is happening. And the main reason why it ticks me off is because we support the men and women in blue. We support them. And yet he's doing this. It's like really disturbing. It's really disturbing. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to play the rest of this for you.
Did you not take an oath? I mean, it says San Antonio Police. What am I missing here? It says San Antonio Police. You know, everybody on that side, they support the men and women in blue. Every single time. But then you have woke cops, which doesn't make a lick of sense. Why do we have woke cops? It's only the people on this side, the left, the Democrats, that actually find police officers sitting in their vehicles and shooting them. But you're going to get in front of my camera. Make that make sense. You have police officers throughout the country right now leaving the force because of what the Democrats are doing, but you're going to get in front of my camera. Make that make sense. I've talked to countless police officers from California to New York to Florida, and every last one of them, they don't say anything, they don't want to do anything because the pensions are being held over their heads. So they have to do whatever the tyranny that these evil people above them are telling them to do. But you're going to get in front of my camera.
So
Make that make sense.
For defunding the police, huh?
Make that make sense.
You voted for defunding police, huh?
Those on the left, they vote for defunding the police. And then the same thing, the people on that side of the street, they all support the men and women in blue. A lot of times they even carry the flags supporting the police officers, but he's going to get in front of my camera.
Okay.
He's going to get in front of my camera. Right now in the state, in New York, right now, Mayor Adams says he's going to have to cut the police department because they don't have the money because of what's happening right here is in New York right now. But you're going to get in front of my camera. Just a second ago, you over harassing me. This is disgusting. It's the same thing with black people supporting the Democrat Party when the Democrat Party was the party that put black people in slaves. But you're going to get in front of my camera. This is the United States of America. I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't said anything wrong. I'm trying to have a civil conversation with people. But you're going to block my camera. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Every single day you put on that uniform, you have to go out and deal with some idiot that's probably going to do something they shouldn't be doing, but you're going to get in front of my camera. When we over there support you. Make that make sense. Do you go home and think about that? I just kind of curious. A woke cop is the most disgusting thing ever. When you know the people, that if they ever get the opportunity, they will take your life if they don't even know who you are. Make that make sense. But you're going to get in front of my camera. How disgusting is that? How disgusting is that?
I just don't like that skateboard thing behind you.
Every single day, I've talked to countless police officers that have left the force because of this stupidity right here. They've neutered you. They've neutered you. You can't even do your daggum jobs any longer. If you go out and you arrest somebody black for being a criminal, guess what happens? You're probably the one to go to jail and not the criminal. This is the world we live in. How stupid is that? Same thing happened in D.C. constantly. I talked to police officers in D.C. and it was like, well, we just got to catch and release them because it becomes more of a headache for us to do our jobs. You can't tell me that police officers aren't leaving the force. You won't get in front of my camera. Make that make sense. In the United States of America, you know what? So when I was talking to the people over there, I was just trying to have a civil conversation with them, and it was completely easy. No one was yelling at me. No one was cursing at me. I come over here and just try to have a civil conversation. And as soon as I ask a tough question, they all start, the demonic demon in them start coming out. They can't help themselves. They don't even want to talk, and they don't even realize the position that they're in.
Yes.
I mean, what do you think? This side, are they anti-cop or not?
They're pro-cop, pro-back the blue.
Make that make sense. What about this side?
They hate cops.
Thank
they
you.
Hate cops.
So if the cops weren't here, most of the time they'd be saying what? F the police?
F the
Who
police.
says that? Do they say F the police? Do they say F the police?
They say F the police.
Thank you.
Antifa.
I mean,
Yes,
can we be
Black
real
Lives
about this?
Matter.
Yes.
All these.
Thank
They
you.
Do not like the police.
Same thing with Trans-Tifa, right?
Yes,
Same
Trans-Tifa.
thing.
Yes.
Who went around the country burning up stuff? Was it the
Antifa.
Republicans or was it this side?
Antifa, Black Lives Matter.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. 100%.
And they
100%.
sit there and pretend to support everybody, but they only support you if you support their ideologies, which are demonic and leftist and need to go.
Yeah.
That's what's ruining. That's what's ruining our country. That is what's ruined our country.
Yeah, exactly, 100%, 100%. What happens, and I've talked to many police officers, their pensions are held over their head. So they have to violate the oath that they took because of these tyrants above them. Many police officers across the country end up in that position, and it's sickening. If it was my choice, soon as you became police officers, if they fired you because you didn't do an unlawful act, you should get your 30-year pension, even if you were there for 1 month. That would stop that immediately. Then you can actually just do your jobs. You don't have to worry about arresting someone black and then going to jail yourself. But he's going to get in front of my camera. It ticks me off. Don't do that.
Their flag. I do apologize. I'm having technical issues tonight. Videos freezing up and everything. But what I was just saying is that these stupid people coming into our country, this police officer is unbelievable. And let me be clear. I will always support the men and women in blue. I will always support the police officers. But you have these woke cops. They're constantly doing this. And I see it so many times. These police officers have been neutered. They can't even go out and arrest criminals because they would end up in trouble themselves. These people that they're protecting, they left their country and they came to our country. And they're in our country flying their flags. If they truly cared about their country and their homes flying their flags here, why didn't they stay and stop coming here? Why didn't they stay and fight for their country? The people here in the United States of America, they're fighting for their country. They're fighting for their home. But these people, they're coming to our country like they want to just take up everything and destroy this country the same way they did their own country. We don't want that here. Just like President Trump, many of us, we all say, look, everyone is welcome. Come through the front door. That's what it's about. Come through the front door. We're not telling people not to come. We're telling people to come through the front door. If Will Johnson came to your house and I would try to come in your window, even though you know who I am, you're still not going to like the fact that I'm coming through your window. You're going to want me to come to your front door. It's really a no-brainer. And to have these police officers watch these criminals commit this crime. It's a complete act. It's like this. The NGOs, completely criminal organization. They know it's a criminal organization. They do nothing to stop this criminal organization. And the reason why I believe that they're not doing anything to stop this criminal organization like the NGOs with the Democrats are pushing is because of money. Money is their masters. Seriously, the money is their master. And long as you keep feeding them money, they will do any criminal activity that you want them to do. They're bought and paid for. But let me be clear. I will always support the men and women in blue. And some people will never hear that part. They will only hear the part about me talking about this woke cop. I've talked to plenty of police officers, even before I picked up my first camera and did anything. And there's a lot of good police officers out there. It's just the bad ones make it bad for everybody else. Sorry for all the technical issues, technical problems. So if you watch this video and if you haven't seen it, you can skip back maybe 10 minutes from now and you can watch what happens with this interaction with this police officer. I wasn't disrespectful to him at all, but he was playing a role of an activist instead of doing his job, knowing that criminals have already broken the law and they're protecting the criminals. They're literally destroying our country. They're literally taking our country and tearing it apart. It's literally happening. And a lot of people think that it's going to get better. No, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets better. I mean, it's going to get a lot worse. And you have the law in the country right now that's not doing anything to prevent it from getting worse. And they all took an oath to do it. And I've said this before, same thing with the FBI. I support the men and women in the FBI. But there's people in the FBI that are completely corrupt. The good cops, the good people in the FBI, if they don't stand up, then the FBI is going to be forever lost. Same thing with these police departments. I've actually met other San Antonio police officers and they were absolutely awesome. I can't even imagine what it's like for the other officers to work up under this guy. He's probably a total, that word. He probably is. Because he's going against the oath that he took. He should be removed, personally. Or at least on desk duty. Just pushing a pencil. God bless. Good night.